So my story is that I have always had a dream of having my own television show, because I have a lot of creative ideas and they're just all inside of me, and I've always wanted to just get them out in a big way and share them with as many people as I could. But there was one issue that got in the way that was blocking me from going after my dream, and that is that I spent most of my life extremely shy. If you watch my videos, you may never guess that I have been shy and withdrawn, and I spent the majority of my life not speaking up and not sharing and having all these things to say and never saying them. And if you do that for 40 years, it's a very frustrating way to live. 3 years ago, I went to an on-camera acting class. I forced myself to go, and I was just absolutely ready to throw up. I was so terrified. I had to get up and give a monologue and talk about what I most wanted to say to the world. And so I shared a recurring dream in my life. I would dream that I'd have something really important to say. There was this wad of gum in my mouth, and I would just pull on it and pull on it, and it just kept growing. The more I pulled, the more there was. And so I got up to the front of the class. I just told myself, just get up, say it as fast as you can, and get the heck out, because you don't belong here. Because what do you think you're doing? You're shy. You can't get up and speak in front of people. And I was just shaking, and I had my paper, and I just read it, and then I was done, and I thought I could sit down and get out of there, and no one would ever see me again, and I could just forget about it. But the teacher, he wouldn't let me sit down, and he kept asking me what it was about, and he asked me to recall a time in my life when I was frustrated and try and bring that into my monologue. I realized at that moment that if I didn't at least give the exercise a shot, that I would be prolonging the agony, that I'd just be standing up there in front of the class just miserable. And so I thought, okay, hurry up, do it right so you can sit down and then you can get the heck out. And so I started thinking about a day when I was extra frustrated, and all the emotions of not being able to share just came flooding through. I started describing the dream and the gum coming out of my mouth and how it never ended and how terrible it tastes and how you're left standing there. You never got to share, you never got to say, you never got to contribute. For the first time in my life, I was able to communicate with other people. And I let all the fear fall away. And I looked up, and the rest of the class was silent, and I was crying, and some of the people in class were crying. From that day on, I told myself, I'm not going to let fear stop me anymore. And so I signed up for acting classes, and it changed my life. And I really wish that I hadn't waited 40 years to do that. And if there's anything that I can share with you, it's just don't let fear get in the way. If you're scared to do something and it's something that you really want to do, just push through it, because fear is not what you think it is. Once you get over the initial fear of doing it, then you look back and you say, that wasn't so bad. Some of you may or may not know that I have auditioned to get on HGTV Design Star every single year since they started the show. I'd send in my tape for 8 years in a row, and they never picked me. Last November, I sent in my tape again, and I got a call from the casting agent, and she told me that I was a finalist and that I was narrowed down to they picked 12 people, and I was the producers were considering me, and they put me on a plane to New York, and I met the producers of HGTV, and I got to audition for them. There was just this big long table, and there were 12 people sitting behind it, and they made me stand 20 feet away with a big camera and a microphone, and I had to give a presentation and be interviewed, and there was just one guy in the middle asking all the questions, and everybody else is just taking notes. And so normally I would have just totally freaked out and probably thrown up and ran out of the room. It was actually really fun. So you're probably wondering what happened after that. Well, I'm not going to tell you in this video. So if you want to find out all the details, you're going to have to click the link below and go to my blog and read it. I really want to take 2013 and make my channel bigger, and I have all kinds of big ideas for my channel next year. YouTube announced that you can nominate your own channel to be part of their On the Rise program, and if you think your channel deserves to be on the front page, they want the viewers to nominate the channel. I can nominate myself, but you can also nominate me if you like my channel. I'm asking you to nominate my channel to be on the front page of YouTube. All you have to do is click the link right here or click the link down here and then just enter my name, Debbie Beard, and then they're gonna ask you why you think I should be on the front page. And just tell them what you think. Tell them why you like my channel, and that's it. So if you would do that for me, I would be so happy, because that's my dream and that's my passion. If you have a dream or a passion and fear has been getting in the way, I want to encourage you to make that your New Year's resolution. Every time I read a comment from you, I just want to send you that same encouragement right back. I just want to say thank you, and thank you all for subscribing, and thank you for your comments, and have an awesome year. And Kainui also made a little video asking you to vote for me. Leave me a comment, let me know what your dreams are, and let me know how you plan to go after them.